Instalment of the Tennent's Women's Premiership and National League's highlights. As we approach the halfway mark in the Premiership, things are certainly heating up. Kicking off the action this weekend was our West Scotland derby as Cartha Queen's Park hosted Hillhead Jordan Hill at Dumbreck. Hills opened the scores with a close-range penalty kick knocked through the sticks with ease. Winning their line-out deep in their own 22, Hills managed to swiftly shift play down the left channel, stretching Cartha's defence. Before long, they managed to carry play down into Cartha's territory and cross the whitewash for the first try of the match. In the second half, Cartha reopened the scores and narrowed the deficit with nifty footwork from close range on the edge of the left wing. Some more close-range work just metres from the try line saw Cartha take the lead as they utilised their forward pack to carry them across the line. But the visitors came firing back, and a dummy pass on the 15-metre line was all that Hills needed to break through Cartha's defence to get back into the game. A final Hills score was on the cards as they attacked with advantage from roughly 5 metres out of the try line. A spillage of the ball took play backwards, and so the referee took play back to the advantage point, and the quickest of taps on the mark saw Hills drive over the line and conclude the game at Cartha 10, Hills 24. Elsewhere in the competition, league leaders Stirling County welcomed Corstorphine Cougars to Bridgehaugh on Saturday. Kiyome Honjagawa claimed the first of Cougars' scores, slinking through the Stirling defence to dot under the posts. With 4 tries each, it was Honjagawa's boot that made the difference, adding 7 extra points with her conversions and penalty, taking the full-time score to Stirling County 20, Cougars 27. Finally, despite an improved performance from League newbies Geary, Heriot's Blues walked away from their time at Kellens Park with the win, 7-35. Looking at the table following last weekend's action, County remain on the top with 21 points. Bonus point wins for Cougars and Blues see them leapfrog Watsonians to take second and third place, with 18 and 15 points respectively. In the second half of the standings, Hills have 14 points, followed by Watsonians with 13. Cartha have 10 points, whilst Geary are still looking to get their tally ticking. This weekend, Cougars will make the journey north to visit Geary on Saturday, kicking off at Kellens Park at 2 p.m. On Sunday, Myerside and Hugh will see the action between Watsonians and Cartha and Hills versus Stirling. Both games kick off at 2 p.m. Across in National 1, it was the closest of margins between West of Scotland and Ayr. Down 3 points at half-time, Ayr managed to retake the lead and close the game with 4 more points than their hosts. Full-time score, West 22, Ayr 16. Stewartry hosted Broughton in another closely matched game on Sunday. Leading 7-0 at half-time, the hosts extended their lead to win with a second try in the final breaths of the game. Stewartry 12, Broughton 0. And finally, at Duffus Park, hosts Howe of Fife couldn't quite match the league leaders Biggar. Full-time score Howe of Fife 19, Biggar 44. Looking at the table, Biggar take the lead, just 1 point clear of Stewartry. Howe and Ayr fall into 3rd and 4th place, with just 1 point separating these two sides. West of Scotland have 7 league points, followed by Broughton on 5. This weekend, Ayr will welcome table leaders Biggar to Millbrae, and Broughton will go west to take on West of Scotland. Finally, Stewartry will face Howe of Fife. All 3 games kick off at 2 p.m. So there we have it, another big weekend of rugby ahead of us in the women's game. Join us next week where we'll review all of the action. And don't forget, Scotland women are also in action this weekend as they take on Australia in the Rugby World Cup. You can watch live at 3 a.m. BST on STV. See you next week.